What else is your favorite artists?
Models.
Athletes.
Influencers.
Trending people.
Viral people.
People. People that you talk about.
Fantastic Friday.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him live all the way from London, and he's going to have a big show here in the Philippines, none other than No Roam.
Hello.
What's up, man?
I'm good, man.
How are you doing?
We weren't talking.
A little tired or just fine? Or
I think I'm pretty good.
Oh,
Yeah,
great.
I've been here for like 2 days, so
So ready for the show,
yeah,
right?
I've just been sleeping, hanging out, sleeping.
Hanging out where? Going out, like
Poblacion.
partying?
Poblacion.
Poblacion.
I'm not
Oh,
trying
okay.
to party a lot, but
So who's showing you around? Is it Nixon? It's like, this is a happening spot, you know what I mean? But, welcome to Manila. You were here with 1975. Now you're back. This is a solo show. Are you excited for this one?
I'm pretty hyped. I'm so excited for
Yes.
it.
Along with
It's just like proper homecoming show or whatever, hometown show. So
So this
always
is
fun. It's
there's a
familiar
twist to this homecoming. You get to know this.
Yes, later
in just
on.
a
Later
bit.
on.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
before, so you were here 2 weeks ago, right, with the 1975?
Yeah.
And before that, when was the last time you were here?
Also, like that's 3 months now. 3 months, 4 months, because I kind of messed up and stuff. Like I had to like come back for some reason that I wasn't supposed to do it.
Okay.
But it's funny. It's like a funny story.
Okay, and now you can just look back at it and just...
Yeah, just like, oh man, I wasted tickets to go here. But it's always fun for me to come back
Yeah.
anyway.
So was there like a press con when you came out, or just like on a slide just to be like, okay, be with family, then come back?
Whenever I come back here, it's like on a personal thing. It's like family. But last time I was here, it's press and then the show. So we come here early to do press and stuff like this, and then we do a show.
So can you tell us about the tour? Like, where have you been?
I just wrapped up the tour with the 975 for this year. So it was like Asia. So we went like Korea. I can't name everything, but I'll try my best. Like we went to Asia, Korea, Thailand, played Manila. Already forgot like where we went. Singapore.
Do you have like any
Singapore.
like super memorable moments?
Oh
you
yeah,
know?
of course. Some things I can't say on the
Something
radio,
crazy.
but stuff on the radio for sure.
It's fine.
Good
we got
food.
you. You can say
Australia's
whatever.
amazing. Perth. Perth is on a different level, man. Perth is nuts. Like that's all I'm gonna say.
Somebody throw something on stage.
Tweakers everywhere. Tweakers everywhere.
That
It's
lit, eh?
nuts. Yeah, because we were in like somewhere around Chinatown, but it was so fun. Yeah, it was super fun. And then Korea was so good.
Yeah.
I did not expect to have like a lot of fun in Korea, but Korea was so
Was that your first time in Korea, or?
No, I've been to Korea before.
Okay, before.
Yeah, I've been to Korea.
And then are you like also adventurous with the food? Do you try all the?
That's all I do. Like, if nobody asks me to like come out and hang, I'm just gonna like go around, have some
And
food,
food like street
go back to
food
the
or
hotel,
like
pass out, do it all over again.
yeah.
Have a secret show here and there, right? But if you guys tuning in, we have No Roam. He's joining us. You have questions for him, don't forget our hashtag No Roam goes all out. We're going to hear his tracks in just a bit. Once again, we have them till 12, so keep it locked in here on Fantastic Friday.
Monster RX93.1.
MMI bring him here. No Roam. What's up, man?
Rome!
He's been hanging out with us. So, how did you get discovered?
I was just making music in my bedroom, putting it on the internet. I would rarely play shows and stuff. I would but it was more focusing on making music itself. And then a couple of years after doing that, somebody stumbled upon my music, which is the London label Dirty Hit. But at the same time, I was getting like a lot of deals from like America and stuff like that, like LA and stuff. I was just really keen on seeing what London has got. So I went to London, checked it out, did some sessions and stuff, and I fell in love with the whole place. And I'm like, I'm gonna sign.
So what was the song that they found?
I think it was my song 17. And then Matt basically the 1975's graphic designer. He's not just like the 1975's graphic designer. He's like a graphic designer called Sam.
Okay.
Which apparently lives with Maddie Healy. And then he was just like a big fan of my music. And then
wow.
Maddie heard him playing my music. It's like, oh, who the hell is this guy? Like,
and then
it's like
the rest is
start
history.
talking. Yeah, so we just started talking. And stuff.
So where'd you upload? Is it like on YouTube or is
YouTube,
it
YouTube, Apple Music. It was 'cause I had a friend named Ryan Hemsworth and he was like the guy putting me out because like he knew like, oh, this guy's like so elusive, like I just don't really I just want to make some music and like I don't
It's like never mind the stardom, just get the music out.
yeah,
there.
I just
That
wanted
kind of
to
thing.
make some art and stuff like that, and then he was just like helping me out, like putting me out there, telling everybody like who I was and stuff, because he was like a signed producer as well, like he does that, and he has like a label called Secret Songs, so he'd help me put out some music, show it to like a huge democrat on the internet and stuff.
Yeah.
Were you making all that music in London?
No,
Here?
the new ones, yeah. Now everything that I do it in London or LA. Well, I just make music everywhere, basically.
But
anywhere.
before you were here,
Everything was in the Philippines, in my
okay.
bedroom. Yeah, that's it.
Your bedroom.
So for those who
Bedroom or
don't know,
somebody else's bedroom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
so for those who don't know, he is Filipino and he is based, or he was based here,
Yeah.
and he went to school here.
Yes.
Square.
So you can see the global reach of everything. So the plot twist here is, so marunong ka mag-Tagalog.
Marunong.
Oh. That's a trip, man.
Yeah.
Oh, hanggang ngayon naman, lagi naman
That is a trip, man. You know
So
what I mean?
like, so ano masasabi mo like to everyone, uploading music on YouTube and everything, how the internet helps and,
Yeah. Well, syempre, depende pa rin sa music, I guess, I guess I'm lucky enough that I was like creative. At least I think. Pero, the internet has to be your tool.
Okay.
Like nowadays, you can hate it or love it, but it's gonna be there. So, anong pang gagawin mo? Di gamitin mo na lang to what it's supposed to be used as. So, ako, that's to me, internet siya. I wasn't really social media guy, but I knew I had to use it for some reason. So, which got me here. So I was on Facebook, on Twitter, sharing my music and stuff like that, Instagram or whatnot.
And how has life changed? Being in London, getting, touring the
I
world.
started sucking at Tagalog. I'm just kidding. Nah, tour. I think moving to London kind of like made me kind of learn a lot about stuff outside, because you got to step out of your comfort zone to learn.
So could you tell us like your first day in London? Like, what you do? Was it like a little weird, or did it?
I did like touristy stuff. Like, 'cause I would go studio. I'd go in the studio in the morning, and then I'd leave at night. I had like a couple of friends there, so I'd meet them up and stuff. Like, but it's like, yeah.
How is living there? Like, did you have to get an electric fan? Sorry.
Electric fan.
Sa summer
Summer you have to have, like,
and I
air
didn't know
conditioning and
because it was so cold. I'm like, nobody uses electric fan there.
Yeah.
Nobody uses AC. There's no ACs in the mall.
Just a warmer
Yeah.
kind of thing. Yeah.
So, but when the summer hits, ang init talaga.
Really?
So, I had to buy an electric fan. Eh, ang mahal na electric fan was nobody like buys
Yeah.
them. People only get them
it's
for
a
the
rare
summer.
it's a rare gem.
Exactly. So like I had to get it for the summer, and I was like, whoa. But honestly, British summertime, amazing.
Really?
It's so nice. It's so nice. The sun's out, but it's not hot. Like it would be 22, 23,
Like you could still wear something cute and
you
not
could still
be
wear a
super
sweater,
sweaty.
not sweat.
Yeah.
Best.
So for those tuning in, we have No Rome. He's joining us, and we have a new business for you now, electric fans. All right. So
Yeah,
we're gonna
so to
have your
everyone-
balikbayan boxes. So bring it back.
Alam niyo na yung
I
dadalhin
swear
niyo.
by Dysons though. They're
Yeah.
expensive, but they're eco-friendly.
Oh,
hey,
yeah.
go get it.
That's
All right.
true, that's
so we're gonna
true.
hear a song. This one's 17. What's the story behind this one?
I just wrote it. It's funny because I wrote it when I was 17. Looking back at being 17, but yeah, just when I hit like 17, I'm like, when I hit 18, I'm just like, oh no, like I have no excuse to anything anymore because I'm not a kid. So I think that's what like the song was about. It's kind of like reminiscing, but 17 kind of applies to like whatever age that you felt like that was your moment. You know?
Like you could do whatever you
you
want.
could do whatever, like you just felt free. So.
Yes.
Monster RX93.1.
The way he's talking about it is like he is sharing his favorites here that we come to love.
Yeah.
That we know that he grew up here, that no matter where he goes, he still never
This
forgets
is-
that.
this is home.
This is home. This is home, man. You know what I mean? So
Good food, man. What are you gonna do about it?
It's making me hungry.
so traveling all over the world, what are the food that you enjoy eating? Without mentioning brands.
First thing, Japanese food. I
Yes.
just like Japanese food. Japanese food, Mexican foods, the best. I fell in love with it when I went to America.
Still like, the
the
street
food-
tacos,
like
nachos.
the food trucks and
Yeah,
everything.
street tacos, food trucks, all that stuff. Mediterranean
Yeah.
as well. I just love that stuff. Just like it's fresh and
Like
that,
the
wraps. All that halloumi wrap. Have you tried a halloumi wrap?
No, I don't
I
even know what it
haven't.
means. Halloumi? What's it called?
Halloumi's like it's like supposedly a healthy substitute for cheese. It's still dairy,
Yeah.
but it's like healthier than normal cheese,
Uh-huh.
so it doesn't have that much like milk in it, or I don't know.
Okay, halloumi. I tried that.
Halloumi.
It's
Halloumi.
like oh man, I'm telling you, I just can't explain it. It's just good.
So it's like umami but halu. Halloumi.
something like that.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
Do you cook?
I cook.
Yeah.
I cook.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I do.
So you're pretty adventurous when you're cooking.
Yeah,
you like,
yeah.
Like different cuisines.
But
and
I
everything.
kind of do it when I have the spare time these days.
Okay.
Like 'cause usually it's like, oh, I gotta wake up, go to studio or something. So,
Mm-hmm.
you know, either like I had something from last night.
Yeah.
I'm a
And then you
takeout-
wanted to-
Yeah, I'm like I do takeout. So like.
Uh-huh.
I
You're the
don't mind
reheat guy?
eating-
You're the
I
reheat
like
guy?
reheating
Yeah.
stuff.
Same.
Like, especially if it's really good. I'm like, I don't care.
Yeah.
Whatever. Unless there's like a date or something, I can't do that. Like I bring him home, like, I got takeout.
But I get it though. Like sometimes what I would do is I would like order a 2-piece chicken, right? And then
You only eat one.
I only eat one, and then for the next day I'm gonna eat
Got the 50% rule going
Right?
on.
I don't know.
With
it's
chicken
like-
though, you gotta refry it.
that's true. It's because all
Do
the
you
bacteria.
eat microwave fried chicken?
I don't
It's okay.
want to
You
answer
can
that
cook.
question.
It's like you're guilty. It's okay. Yeah.
The skin's all soft,
Right?
and soggy, but I
But
mean,
you gotta refry it.
yeah. I mean, whatever your thing is though, but I'd refry it.
So would you say, like, if you're not doing what you're doing now, would you be like in the culinary industry?
That's
or-
my brother. That's my mom. My mom's like
Okay.
she just graduated. Shout out to my mom. She's graduated culinary school.
Oh, cool.
Wow.
She like wanted to
Oh,
study
wow.
again, so now that she had the time. She like studied. So she just graduated last week.
Oh, congratulations.
So you want to shout out your mom, Mommy
Shout out,
Rome?
mom.
Mommy
Hello.
Rome. Hi, Mommy Rome.
Congratulations. But yeah, she does like culinary. I'm more like all that art stuff. whatever.
So, like, going back to, let's say, your childhood and everything, where did with this all this creative juices, where did it come from? Like, do you have like any inspiration?
'Cause I wasn't
or-
good at sports.
Okay.
I like sports. I was basketball. Nobody wanted to get me on the team.
But you're the point guard, bro. You're the point guard.
No, I wanted to get into basketball. Nobody was getting me. I was always on the bench. I'm like,
You got the nicest shoe and everything,
yeah,
right?
I'm like ready. I got the sweatbands, all
You got
that.
Allen Iverson arm
Right,
sleeve going
right.
on.
But then, this dude's like short. That's not good. Whatever. But I can ball.
You can. All right.
But and then from then kind of like started falling in love with taking pictures, watching, like just finding out stuff that I can enjoy myself.
Right.
You know, would like by myself and stuff like that, like watching movies, and then from movies hearing like good music. I've always been into music,
Right.
But like discovering music myself was through that.
So, what's the first
that
thing
kind of
that you
stuff.
created, like yourself? You know, is it photography?
Oh, it's
photography?
embarrassing. Oh no, yeah, it's photography 1st. Photography was the first thing.
First one.
There was like film cameras at the house before it was like even thing. I didn't have enough money to buy a camera, so I was in 5th grade, 6th grade. So I just used like my uncle's like
Old one.
Pamana
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah, it's from your Lola or whatever. Like, you know, so it will always be around
The
house.
Hasselblad.
Yeah. It's like,
It's fine because it has character, right?
I guess at that time I just wanted to take
Right,
pictures because I was on Photo Bucket a lot, just watching other people make
Photo
You know,
Bucket.
Photo Bucket.
Yeah.
And I was just like spending time there, and then Tumblr came about, so I
Yeah.
was obsessed with images. So photo came first, and then the first musical thing I ever did.
Yeah.
It's embarrassing, but it's there. The first thing I ever did was cover Axel F. Was that dun 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 dun?
Oh,
on a
really?
Casio
Like
keyboard.
Beverly Hills, Beverly Hills
So
Cop.
trash. But that was
Axel.
like, because my dad taught me how to use this software called Sonar.
Oh, okay.
And it was just like, oh, this is how you record, this is how you do it. And I was like, all right. And then I was playing with the Casio keyboard and then just covered Axel F. And that was my first introduction to programming.
Is it
producing
where
music.
you discover that you can make your own music?
No, that I
or-
can play Axel F.
that you can-
No,
and I sound cool.
Yeah.
How'd you know? How did you discover? Like, when did you discover that it's good enough to put out there?
Because I was in the band when I was younger, with like some friends, and fortunately enough, one of my bandmates had like her mom sang what's Pretty Prettier Than Pink. I forgot.
Pretty and Pink, cool ka lang.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool ka lang.
Exactly,
Cool.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
So your friend's mom sang in the band?
No, my friend's mom was that.
Was
that
the singer?
person.
Oh.
She was the
Oh, really?
girl who made the song.
Uh-huh.
So she was like, "Oh yeah, let's take this seriously and stuff like that." So she was like managing us. But I was already making music in my bedroom. But that was like for me and my friends. Like I burn CDs and just give it to my friends to listen to.
This was in high school?
This was in grade
Grade school.
Like, I was in
Okay.
6th grade.
So can you imagine
Pretty
that?
young.
Like the lady from Pretty and
Yeah.
Pink. Prettier Than Pink. Oh, anak ko is in a band. Oh, with the
and
other
she was like,
guys.
let's make it serious and stuff like that. So I was like doing band stuff already, but at the same time I was making music in the bedroom, showing it to my friends and stuff like that. And then MySpace came about, and I started posting music there.
On MySpace.
Yeah, never shared it.
Right.
I'd have Facebook videos, but I deleted them now. They're gone.
We're gonna look. We're gonna
I don't
look.
have Facebook anymore. A lot.
You know what? Anybody could find anything.
Yeah, we will
when you
find
post
it.
up.
There's probably some people who have it, but like I made like iMovie stuff,
Yeah,
and like that's when I started like tagging people, and then YouTube and SoundCloud and stuff like that. So internet, it's the
Yeah.
internet.
So if I was a starting artist and I want to be just like you, traveling the world, what would be your advice, your tips? That's coming up. Keep it locked in here. All right? We're going to hear the track, Cash Money. We got No Room joining us. Okay, what's the inspiration behind Cash Money?
Cash Money is definitely it's a fun, long, emotional song, but it's a persona. So this is about making money and falling in love
Yes.
with somebody.
Oh.
Hey.
That's
So if
it.
there's Money Mayweather, there's Cash Money,
Cash
No
Money.
Rome.
Monster RX93.1.
You are smart.
Oh, man.
So far from the actual thing, so
I
don't
don't know. I'm just glad I don't know what you're talking about.
So if y'all are trying to figure out what we're talking about, you can head on over to @RX931 on YouTube. Y'all there. We filmed something and showing us his John Lloyd Cruz prowess.
Oh, yes.
Prowess. We have no room. Okay, so we did leave him hanging with, if I'm a new producer, I'm trying to start out making the beats, trying to be a performing artist off of the bedroom here in the Philippines. How do you go about that?
If you're really in for it, then you gotta be in for it, man. That's all. It's like if it's your passion, it's what you want to do, you gotta live with it. Blood, sweat, and tears.
So,
It's
like-
not like there's not anything much more to that. I feel like if it's if it's really what you want, then go get it. Go get
So you
it,
can't be
girl.
like 1 foot out the door. You got to be all in.
I mean, yeah, I suppose. Just like you gotta be happy with like, what you come up with, or
So-
the music you make, or because if you're not, then
Are you a critic of your own music?
I'm my worst critic.
Uh-huh.
I'm my worst. I think my friends tell me because like I'm a Virgo. I'm kind of starting to believe in it because like, I'm starting to get into astrology. or
And you
whatever.
could like make
But-
that your excuse, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
That's
I'm
like
a
my thing
Virgo,
now.
it's
That's my
fine.
thing now. I'm like, yeah, I'm a Virgo or whatever. But I'm not educated with it. I'm just using it as an excuse. But no, I think I'm my own worst critic. But in a way, that's what makes me have so much fun in making like music. Because like don't put too much pressure on yourself. But I try to do that to myself most.
Because
often.
you know what? There's this one time we talked to this producer, and he said that in one song they would have like 300. What do you call that? Like drafts of just one song. Are you that kind of
Yeah, every like one song probably has like a couple of takes all the time.
all the time?
That's just like how you
And-
make music.
And as a writer, as a songwriter, would you have like other like stuff that you write that you haven't really, put out there, or do you have it on
Yeah.
your phone or something?
I do, yeah. I always have like voice notes and stuff like that. Because I also write for other people, so
Oh, okay.
yeah. It's like
Is there a specific timeline that you work with? For example, okay, this song's got to be done in 24 hours, and I go to the next song. Or is it you let it simmer a bit, and you be like, I'll get back to this one, and when
Yeah.
do you know when it's done? When do you know you put out too much of the instruments and everything, and when do you know it's a perfect song?
you just feel it, like because you make it, so you feel it. Like if like it's not like I guess it's different with like cooking and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like obviously if it's done. This one's like by feeling, like emotions, like
So you feel, you're
yeah.
like, all right,
I'm
cool.
like, if I close my eyes, I'm like, whoa, okay, wait, whoa, that's it.
Yeah.
So-
Unlike chicken when it's still pink inside.
I know some people who do that. It's fucking gross.
Yeah, you're just gonna get sick. You're just gonna
No,
get
yeah, I know
Chicken
some
that-
people do that. Eat like pig chicken. They're like, no, it's good for you. No.
sick. No, it's not.
I saw that online, right? They're like chicken like sushi. Like what?
It's just, yeah, it's
That's
just-
what's up. I was
it's
like, what are you
more-
talking about? man?
Actually, there's this one restaurant I ordered chicken, right? And then I said, it's still pink inside. And then the waitress said, oh, okay, we're gonna make it well done. And I'm like, there's no such thing as rare chicken. No, that's just a no.
How you like it, chicken? Rare.
That's kind of what I feel like with airplane chicken, though. No lie.
Yeah.
Airplane
But they
chicken-
boil it
You
though,
gotta-
right?
Yeah, but sometimes like gelatin. I'm like, this
Yeah, well, you know,
A little.
it's gone through a lot of flights, as they say. But you know, advice for those that are tuned in that want to make it big, just like you, my man.
put your. Yeah, I mean, make it 100%. Don't like my idol Gucci Mane said. It's the sauce. You know? You gotta have the sauce.
The sauce.
No, but you gotta put 100%
Okay.
on it. Whatever you're passionate about, whatever it is that you feel like you deserve, put 100% on it.